I'll drop the F-bombs then. Not kidding. Okay. So, and for the record, Aaron Burton, looking for love. I am single. Now, I don't want to get too political right away at all, but how do you kids feel about the whole Star Wars versus Star Trek debate?
Star Wars.
No, if you watch it enough, you know that there is a right answer, and it is Star Trek. Actually, someone booed me last night, and you know what? This is a monologue, and I am in charge here. I started a blog, right, and after a while it was just day 243, still alive. I really wish I was great at speaking foreign languages. My French teacher, she goes, okay, what is the imparfait? And I go, I know! It's this dessert with granola and yogurt, and it's got sometimes berries in it. And she goes, no, Lydia, we're in French class, it's a tense. I'm starting to learn Polish, right? And I learned a bit of Polish, and right now I only know like pickup lines like cześć, jesteś wolny, dziewczyna, mom, won't you? I'm actually not really great with any language. In Russian, I used to call it Krylik. The main difference between that and Cyrillic is that one of them is spoken by shrimp. Also with English, once I wrote an essay comparing Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Captain Malcolm Reynolds, and Mr. Barber wrote, you know they're not real, right? They're real. Sort of lost all sense of time. Like we put our Christmas tree away last week, and it's I actually was supposed to send a Christmas package, which I still haven't sent yet, and the outside of the cards read, Merry Christmas, New Year, Valentine's Day, Daylight Savings Time, birthday, spring equinox. So, okay, finally, from the gifted singer who gave us songs like My Life Would Suck Without You comes this new philosophical song, stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you strong. Yeah, Nietzsche thought of that one first. I'm sure he was just sitting around going, if only I could make this into a song and people would really get the true meaning of that stuff. It's so funny, come on. My friend asked me where I was going for spring break. Only to Middle Earth! Alright. My father is in the audience tonight. Revenge! Witnesses, you can do nothing! We're in a restaurant, I'm eating a croquette. You guys know it's like cabbage. It's really kind of hard to get on a fork, and I've got it, and I'm trying to not spill it everywhere, and I'm getting my face really close to the table, and my father says, Lydia, I'm so proud of you, and I go, huh? And I in my face. I told him I was a vegan, right, and he goes, Lydia, cut the theatrics. We all know it's just an act to get attention. I go, no, it's not. He goes, do you eat cheese? I go, no. He goes, Jesus Christ. I remember one time in 7th grade, I did really horribly on a test. Grounded, nowhere. But I'm knitting for orphans this week at the library. Well, you should have thought of the orphans before you took that test. My father and I actually do have a lot of fun. I ran a previous act by him once, and he started laughing so hard he was crying. And I went, oh, wait, are you laughing at my act? And he goes, oh, in a way! Okay, so I remember the first and only year that I took choir, and I was in 6th grade, so I was 11 years old, and he says, just go out there and do your best, and so I do, and there's a big public school, and there's 60 kids with me in the choir, and he comes up to me afterwards, I'm 11, and he goes, you know what, Lydia? I couldn't hear you. One of the funniest people in the world is Sophia. She was sitting on the couch, right? She's going, and I go, oh my gosh, Sophia, what's wrong? And she goes, I think I'm sweating kiwis. If you're really, really out of shape, when you get to the top of an escalator and you're out of breath? Recently I applied to a bunch of colleges, right? About half of them wanted me, and about half of them didn't. And I guess you can't major in Buffy the Vampire Slayer or take Klingon as a foreign language. I think the thing about colleges, it doesn't seem to matter how cool you are. I'm pretty cool, but it seems to matter more about grades and SAT scores. Well, what if I like to eat my homework and Mr. Spooner makes me nervous? So my mother said we have to give my cat away. anyways, we're moving, and you heard my cat's kind of a monster, so we started telling people only half of the truth. Yeah, she's really energetic at 3 a.m. she has a lot of character. Yeah, if you think Lethal's charming. She's really creative when she's trying to think of ways to kill us. If only I could take her innate hatred for all humans and use it to fight crime. Right? You, unhand those jewels or face the wrath of my kitten! Which is a real threat if you've met her. One day, I'm going to bite my cat's toes when she sleeps and see how she feels about it. We're talking about internet safety, right, and digital footprint. Mr. Kwan asks, does anyone have a blog? And I go, oh, I have a blog. And he goes, what do you blog about? Fat kittens eating fruit. If anything, a digital footprint will tell people how much of a life I just don't have. So my brother, he goes to Krakow on a school trip, right? And he comes home, he's like, I got you a present, but it was cheese, and I ate it. I go, oh, okay, it's fine, it's really okay, you can buy cheese here too. And he goes, well, I promise, on our next trip I'll get you something. I go, God, where are you going? He goes, Auschwitz. Yeah, so I babysit a lot, right? And once I was babysitting, I didn't know that the child couldn't walk, so I was like, we're going downstairs now. And so I put him at the top of the stairs, and he just kind of rolls down. He was carpeted though, and he was fine, but I was recently babysitting a 6-month-old, right? And the mother comes home, and I'm like, he's still alive! He's still alive! Which was great, I thought. And a couple of days later, I was babysitting a 3- and a 5-year-old, right? And the 5-year-old says, I want a peanut butter sandwich for dinner. I say, okay, I can do this. And what I do is I cut off the crust, and I make it all fancy, and I present it to her, and she goes, no, I want a hot dog. And I go, no, look how exciting this is, how cool, how wonderful. And she goes, Lydia, just give me the hot dog. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of truth in comedy, so I hope you learned something tonight. Thank you.